Okay class, so it's lecture number 16, week 4. In last class we were doing exercise 11B from book 2, right? And in last class I had given you homework from question number 1 till question number 4, and we had discussed similar type of questions in last lecture, right? So in today class we are going to cover question number, or you can say that this is your homework, question number 5, 6, 7 and 8. What we are going to discuss in today class is we are going to attempt similar questions like these questions, so it will be easy for you to attempt these questions, right? Now example number 5. It says in triangle ABC, so first I am going to make a triangle. So it says in our triangle ABC, the value of A to B is 8.9 meters. The angle B is 56 degree. The angle A is 90 degree. And there is one more line from A to the point line BC, and this point is H, and it is also 90 degree. So it says in the question, in triangle ABC, AB is 8.9, angle BAC it's 90, angle ABC it's 56, H lies on BC such that AH is perpendicular to the length BC. You need to find the length of AH and the length of HC. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the values. That's why it is an example question. So it's 9.2, and instead of 56 I'm going to take it 65, right? So now it is a modified question, so you need to attempt question number 5 by yourself. Now first thing, I'm going to label AH is equals to X. So that is the value X, right? If you consider a triangle ABH, so A, B and H. I have told you earlier that if you break your question in different parts, so it will be easy for you. So that is ABH, angle is 65, that is right angle triangle, and this side is 9.2, and the value of AH is X. So X is basically opposite, and 9.2 is your hypotenuse, right? Applying sine here because opposite and hypotenuse comes in sine. So it's sine 65 is equals to X divided by 9.2. So you make the X the subject of the equation. So the value of sine 65 is 0.91. 9.2 when shift on the left side, it will be multiplied with 9.91 is equals to X. So 0.91 multiplied by 9.2, it's 8.37. So that is the value of X, right? So you can easily find out the value of X, and after that it says the value of HC. So let's call this length Y. Now before you find the length of HC, we need to find the angle C. And how you are going to find the angle C? Now look closely. ABC, it is a triangle, right? And how many angles in a triangle? First angle 90, second angle 65, and third angle C. Let's say that this angle is P, unknown, right? Just a variable. So I can say that 90 plus 65 plus P is equals to 180. The same thing that we had discussed in our last lecture. Now 90 plus 65, it's 155 plus P is equals to 180, and when you shift 155 on the right side, so it will be 180 minus 155, and the value of P is 25, right? So if I draw the triangles separately, triangle AHC, so it's AHC, right? AHC. So this is a right angle triangle. The angle P is 25. The value of AH, we had find out that 8.37, and the value Y is unknown. Now you think that it is now easy problem, right? We have done many questions like this. So opposite is 8.37, adjacent is Y, and the value of theta is 25 degrees. Now O and A comes in 10, so it's 1025 is equals to, opposite is 8.37 divided by adjacent is Y. Make Y the subject, so it will be Y is equals to 8.37 divided by 1025. So the value of 1025, it's 0.466, right? Now you need to divide 8.37 divided by 0.466, it's 17.96. So the value of HC is 17.96, right? So that is the completion of this question number 5. Now you need to do question number 5 as your homework, a similar question but different values. So moving on to the next question, it's question number 6. At first I need to draw its figure. So it's a triangle and there are more than one right angle triangle. So this is a figure of question number 6. It's triangle P, T, Q, S, R. In the figure, QS is 25. This length is 25 centimeter. Angle QSR is 45 degree. So QSR, and angle is always the middle one. That means this angle is, in the book the angle is 45, I am going to take 40, right? And QST, that means this angle. QST is, in the book it's 60, I am going to pick 65, right? Find the length of TQ, PT and PR. So that is our question. we need to find the value of TQ. So for TQ, if I make the triangle TQS, so that is a triangle TQ and S. So this angle is 65, this angle is 90, the value of QS is 25, and we need to find the value of TQ, right? So first thing, the data. Opposite is X, hypotenuse is 25 and angle is 65 degree. Now opposite and hypotenuse comes in sine, so its sine angle is 65 is equals to opposite is X divided by hypotenuse is 25. Now the value of sine 65 is 0.906. 25 and shift on the left side, it will be multiply is equals to X. So when you multiply it, it's 22.65. that is the value of X, and we take X as the value of TQ. So first part is done. For the value of PT, now in your question the thing that I forgot is this angle is also 90, it is mentioned, right? If this angle is 90, it means that this angle is also 90, right? And why is it so? The straight line has an angle of 180 degree. This angle is 180 degree. Now if you made a line, if this angle is 90, then this angle is also 90 to make a total of 180 degree. Now we need to plot the triangle PQS. Now if I plot it PQS, so this line is P to S and this line is P to Q. So that is a triangle PQS, right? So it's a right angle triangle. This angle is 65, this side is 25, and we need to find the value of PT. For PT, first we need to find the value of PS. So let's call this value Y. Can you find the value of Y? Try it by yourself, it's quite easy. So first thing, the data. The value of hypotenuse is Y. The value of adjacent is 25 and theta is 65. So adjacent and hypotenuse comes in cos. So cos 65 is equals to adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and y is equals to 25 divided by the value of cos 65 is 0.423. If you divide 25 by 0.423, it's 59.1. So the value of y is 59.1. In your diagram, I'm mentioning here that from the P till S, this value is 59.1. We are looking for the value of P till T, right? I have the whole value. What I'm going to find next is the value of TS, and TS can be easily find out by this triangle. Let's suppose the value of TS is B. I'm going to find it. So theta is 65, hypotenuse is 25, and the value of adjacent is B. Now adjacent and hypotenuse comes in cos, so it's cos 65 is equals to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Now you need to multiply cos 65 with 25, so it's 10.56, right? So you got the value of B, that is 10.56. Now the value of PT is basically 59.1 minus 10.56. So its answer is 48.53. So that is the value of P till T. That is the completion of second part, right? So obviously you will have the different answer because our values are not same. I changed the values of the question, so you will attempt the book question by yourself, right? Okay. Now the part C, the value of P till R. For the value of PR, what I am going to do, I am going to find the value of QR and the value of PQ. Now the value of PQ we can find out by here, right? Let's suppose I say that the value of PQ is C. So if I make a data, so angle is 65, opposite is equals to C, and adjacent is equals to 25. Now opposite and adjacent becomes in 10, so it's 10. 65 is equals to opposite divided by adjacent, right? The value of 1065, it's 2.14 times 25 is equals to C. So if you multiply it by 25, its C is 53.6 centimeter is equals to C. I am going to highlight the value of C in our main figure. So C is basically the value of QR, that is 53.6. Now I need to find the value, sorry, it's the value of PQ, not this one, the above value. The value of from P to Q is 53.6. Now we need to find the value of QR. For that purpose, I need to make the triangle SQR separately. Now that is a triangle SQR. We know that it is a right angle triangle and its angle is 40. The length of SQ is 25 and we need to find the value of QR, so let's say it's D. If you make a data, theta is equals to 40, opposite is equals to D, and adjacent is equals to 25. So opposite and adjacent comes in 10. So it's 10, angle is 40, opposite is D and adjacent is 25. If you make D the subject of equation, so it will be D is equals to 1040 multiplied by 25. Now the value of 1040 is 0.84 multiplied by 25 is equals to D. So multiply by 25, it gives us the value of 20.97. So after rounding off, it will be 21 centimeter, right? Now in your main figure, you got the value of Q till R, it's 21. Now the question says find the value of PR. So PR is basically the addition of P to Q and then from Q to R. So 53.6 plus 21. 53.6 plus 21. It's 74.6, and that's the value of PR, right? So I hope that now you have an idea how we solve this question. If you ask for any tips or any tricks that will make the question easy, so there is only one trick, that you need to draw or you need to split your diagram in different triangles. If you split your diagram in different triangles, it will make your question very easy. You can try it by yourself and then you can judge it by yourself that whether you need to draw it or not. So after that question, you need to do question number 6 as your homework. A similar type of question but different values, so you need to attempt it by yourself, right? So after question number 6, moving on to question number 7. Now the question has a tricky diagram, so let me draw it first. In this question we have 3 triangles. I had made the first one, sorry. So that is a first triangle. With continuation of that triangle, it's another triangle, and we have one more triangle on the right side. So there are 3 right angle triangles, and the labeling is W, V, X, Y, Z. Now first I am going to highlight the 90s. So this angle is 90 and this angle is 90. The angle W is 63. The length VW is 154 meters. VY is 88 meters. And the angle Z is 46 degree. Now question says a figure VWXYZ is made up of 3 right angle triangles. You can see that 3 right angle triangles, 1, 2, 3. Given that VW is 154, VY is 88, triangle VXW is equals to VYZ, we are talking about the angles, is equals to 90. Angle VWX it's 63 and VZY it's 46. You need to find the perimeter and area. Perimeter and area. Now what is perimeter? Basically perimeter is the summation of all sides, right? That means you need to find all the lengths first and then you need to add them together. Now the lengths are VW, WX, XY, YZ and VZ, right? These are all the lengths. So starting with the length of WX. So first thing I am going to plot the triangle VWX. VW right, so it's V, W and X. So this is a right angle triangle. The length is 154 the angle is 63, and we need to find the value of wx, this one and this one as well, because this value we need to use afterwards. So for x, if we make the data, so it's theta is 63, hypotenuse is 154, opposite is y, and adjacent is x. Now first I am going to consider this value, and this value, right? One unknown at a time. So it will be opposite and hypotenuse comes in sine. So sine, angle is 63, opposite is y, and hypotenuse is 154. The value of sine 63 is 0.89. So when you multiply 0.89 with 154 is equals to 137.2. So the value of y is 137.2 centimeter. For x, we need to deal with adjacent and hypotenuse. A and h comes in cos, so it's cos 63 is equals to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Now 63 cos, it's 0.45 times 154 is equals to x. So 0.45 times 154, it's 69.9. So I am going to take 70 after rounding off, right? So in my main diagram, I am going to write the value 70, and we have the value of xv, that is 137.2. Now after that, I am going to draw x, y and v. Right, so it's x, y, v. This length is 88. It's a right angle. That's why I'd find the value of 137.2. Now we can find the value of xy by using what? Can you tell me the answer? By using Pythagoras, right? So it's 137.2 square is equals to, let's call the length of xy a, is equals to a square plus 88 square, right? So 137.2 square, it's 18823.8 is equals to a square plus 88 square is 7744. Now when it shift on the left side, it will be subtract from 18823.8. So it's 11079.8 is equals to a square. Now you need to apply root on both sides. So it will be 105.26. So that is the value of xy. Now in our main diagram, I am going to write this 105.26. Which value we need to find? We need to find wx, xy, now yz and then vz, right? So for vz, let's say this value is k. I am just starting, it's working just right here. So theta is 46, opposite is 88 and hypotenuse is k. So hypotenuse and opposite comes in sine, so it's sine 46 is equals to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Now the value of k, if you simplify it, so 88 divided by sine 46 is 122.2. So you got the value of K, it's 122.2. Now the only length that is left is the length of VZ, right? For VZ, I'm going to take triangle VYZ. If this is my angle, then this length is opposite. So opposite is 88, angle is 46, and the length of VZ is M. So let's say this length is M, right? So opposite I know, adjacent I need to know. So it is my adjacent, right? So opposite and adjacent appears in which formula? It's 10. So 10 angle is 46 is equals to opposite is 88 divided by adjacent is M. So M will be equals to 88 divided by 1046. So if you divide it, so 88 divided by 1046, it's 85. So the value of M is 85, right? So M is equals to 85. Now perimeter you need to add 154, 70, 105.6, 85 and 122.2. So I'm just calculating it. 70 plus 105.26 plus 85 plus 122.2 plus 154. So when you add all these sides, so perimeter is 536.46. that is the perimeter, right? After perimeter you need to find the area. Now come back to the question. So area of a triangle is what? 1/2 base into height, right? So first I need to write the working formula. Area is 1/2 base multiplied by height. Now come back to your main diagram. That is your main diagram, right? Now the base is what? Base is from the length of x till z. That means 105.26 plus 85. So 105.26 is 3 plus 85, and the length, the height is 88. So height is 88. Now you need to simplify it. So 105.3 plus 85 multiplied by 88, it's 16,746.4 divided by 2. So the area is 8373.2 and the unit of area is centimeter square, right? So that was your question, in which you need to find the perimeter and area. Keep in mind that perimeter is basically the sum of all outer side. You need to add Vx and Vy in the perimeter. It is not outer. We are talking about the outer sides. And for area, the base is the total base, right? The base is the total base and the height is 88. So you need to substitute these values in your working formula to find the value of area, right? So I hope that all these things are clear to you. Keep in mind that you need to attempt your homework, which I have told you in the beginning of the class, right? So try to do all the questions, and if you find any difficulty you can ask me, but we have done all the similar example question, so you can do it. So inshallah in next class we are going to cover more questions of the same topic. So till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.